the latest Airglide 473 from Base Sports. It's the same old design in terms of the kayak itself. The length, the width, the construction is exactly the same. The latest 2024-25 model now has a few new features, such as the EVA deck pad located on the cockpit floor. We've now switched to two 4.5-inch twin fin design for improved manoeuvrability on the water, better assisted tracking, as well as new upgraded thicker foam footrests for much more comfort underneath the foot. The kayak is 4.73 metres long and a generous 89 centimetres of width, with an overall height at the highest point of 36 centimetres. Of the whole range, we've got the Airglide 385 single-seater, the Airglide 410, which is a tandem and/or single-seater, and then the family-size Airglide 473. All of the models have the exact same 100% drop-stitch construction floor and side walls. They all come with the luxurious high-back kayak seats with a 10-centimetre booster, which elevates your seating position for less pain and stress in your hips. I'm going to run through all the features from the front at the bow to the back at the stern. So starting at the bow, you've got the drain plug here. This is to allow any water from inside the cockpit to drain out through the nose. Another simple, easy way to get water out is just flipping the kayak upside down on land. So that's your little drain plug there. You'll notice the bow and the stern have this hardened plastic front. So this front nose here is made of a hardened plastic, which is great, especially if you have any wood or any debris go underneath the kayak. This will just bump it, and so it'll protect the bow as well as the stern. There's also grab handles in the middle of the kayak. The beauty of having this is that it means one person can lift and carry the kayak whilst the other goes and gets your vehicle. So having the middle grab handles here is excellent, and it's unique to the Airglide inflatable kayaks. A small but a very useful feature. You've got your bow storage, which is covered. Underneath you can put your waterproof dry bag in there, and on the top you've got some bungee cord, so you can put another dry bag or some camping gear under the front there. As we move down, you can see here, it's got the removable splash guard. So the idea is if water splashes over onto the bow, it'll actually channel down and go back into the sides rather than going into the cockpit. The new upgraded foam footrests, as you can see, really thick foam padding there. The idea is your foot on here, you can push as hard as you want and you don't feel the hard plastic inner tube. It's just an extra strong, extra dense foam that we now use. So really comfortable under the foot and comfortable under your heel. You've got D-rings at the front. The kayak in total has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 D-rings located on the internal walls on the kayak. So you can clip your footrests and your seats in multiple positions, further back or further forward. As we move down to the seats, these are the high back kayak seats from Base Sports. You'll notice what's different with these is they go up really high. Now, one of the beauties of this particular kayak seat is we include a high back booster cushion, which attaches via Velcro. The booster cushion provides 10 centimeters of raised seating position. So what that does is rather than sitting flat with your legs straight, you'll sit a bit raised, and that relieves some of the tension and pressure in your hip joints, making for a more comfortable paddling experience. So you can paddle with or without it. They just Velcro like that, and you can sit in all the comfort of the high back booster seats. As you sit back in them, of course, you can see that these will hug around your obliques. So it really provides good comfort, but also good back support. In particular, the seats have very strong brass buckles. They're heavy duty, very solid, not a cheap little plastic one. So these are great. Always give them a rinse with fresh water to stop salt corrosion building up on them. As we move down to the midsection of the kayak, as mentioned, you've got your grab carry handles located in the center to enable you to carry it by oneself, which is really good, especially on a two-seater kayak. As you'll see as well, we have the EVA in the rear section, which is a large piece. So again, you can rest your feet on here. Your heels will be on the padded foam, and these are adjustable. So you can adjust the length of the cable to make it shorter or longer. And as mentioned, you can attach them here. You can attach them onto the D-rings here. Same with the seats. These can be adjusted forwards or back. You can clip them onto any of these D-rings located within the internal walls. We have the two white PVC pieces with the screw inserts. This is for the optional rudder system, which you can get from Base Sports. So if you want to further increase your tracking and manoeuvrability, you can purchase the footrests with the toe controls, which will connect down to the rudder system at the back. It's an optional accessory from Base Sports. The new 4.5-inch twin fin design, with the addition of the rudder system, makes this a seriously manoeuvrable inflatable kayak. That's super helpful, especially if you have undercurrents going underneath, or maybe you've got like wind blowing from one side, trying to blow you off track. Having the twin fin with the rudder system will enable you to track a straight line. To the actual construction of this kayak, you can see It's got the drop stitch floor, the drop stitch side walls, making it a true 100% drop stitch inflatable kayak. We recommend inflating it to around 8 or 9 psi for optimal rigidness. As you can see here, this is inflated to about 8. I'm squeezing pretty hard, it barely depresses. So that's what you want to achieve in terms of inflation, around 8 or 9 psi. Sitting in the back is going to be for the taller person generally, the shorter person in the front. Back of each seat, there's also a little storage pouch, which is very, very convenient. This is where you put your water bottle, your sunscreen, a banana, whatever it is. So you've got about a 3 litre storage capacity in there. You can reach around, you can even reach to the person in front of you. So having those on the back of these seats just provides extra convenient storage with a little drawer cord there. Located in the back, we have our H3 high pressure valves, one for each chamber, the kayak having 3 chambers. That's just your regular Hauke-Roberts adapter. And with our electric pump, it takes around 2 minutes to inflate each side, 1.5 to 2 minutes. So very fast inflation. These D-rings can also be utilised if you wanted to put a motor mount bar across and secure it to here. Then you put like a little water snake electric motor on the side. As well as underneath, you can put like the Bixby pod motors. You can slot them into the fin box so you can actually use electric power to propel this along, or as a backup if you're getting tired with your arms and you just want some electric power to power you along. In the very rear, you've got another grab handle, and then you've got the slot here, or the sleeve. That's for where you would insert your rudder system if you do purchase it with your Airglide inflatable kayak. Note the rudder system is only available on the Airglide range, not the Airglide Hybrid or the Airglide Advance. It's only on the original Airglide range, the 385, 410 and 473. What we recommend is if you're looking to get a tandem kayak, but also want to use it solo often, to go the shorter Airglide 410. That'll give you more manoeuvrability, and obviously it's a couple of kilos lighter. So for the single paddler who wants to go out with their partner or paddle partner, go the 410. If you're maybe going out with a lot of gear, perhaps your furry little friend, or even with kids, we recommend the 473 model, because just that extra 63 centimeters of length gives you a lot more room in this central section here. It also has a higher weight carrying capacity at 250 kilos. So you can take 2 adults, you can take 2 children, and even your furry friend up the front with the paws on the top. So what you get with the Airglide is not only an amazing full drop stitch kayak, we've also looked at every single accessory that to go with it to make for the overall great paddling experience. From the really good high quality high back kayak seats with the booster. Also included are these 4-piece kayak paddles, aluminium shaft with a plastic blade. There's not a whole lot of flex in there. However, there is a little bit of weight to them, so you can always upgrade to the 4-piece full fiberglass kayak paddles, which are about 30% lighter for less fatigue in your shoulders, which you'll really appreciate after a few hours of paddling. Everything is designed to fold down or roll up, all of it fitting inside of our Bay Sports inflatable kayak bag. We'll get to the bag in a second and show you the all-terrain wheels that come with it, as well as being slightly oversized, so everything can fit in the bag without having to jam it in like a sleeping bag in a sleeping bag cover. You also get an included strap with a buckle. So once your kayak is deflated and rolled up, you can pop this around it, pull it tight to stop it unraveling, making it really easy to put away in the bag. You get an emergency repair kit. Inside here, you get your valve repair tool. This allows you to tighten the valves if there's any leak of air coming out, or also remove the valve altogether if you ever need to replace it. You also get some adhesive glue. You've got 3 different color patches there. You can cut them into shape. You've got your adhesive glue, allowing you to perform any emergency repairs if you're in the wilderness or out camping and you need to. That's all in there, included with every Airglide. You get a printed A5 user guide, so if you can't access our digital user guide for the Airglide online, you're out of reception, for example, you do have your printed booklet here. It goes through everything from unpacking, inflation, setting up, the rudder system, how to insert the water deflector, drainage, deflation and packing away, as well as storage. You've also got your double action hand pump with a pressure gauge on the top. It has both inflate and deflate nozzle. Very simple to use because, as I mentioned, the kayak only needs to go up to 8 or 9 psi, so it's not too much arduous pumping, though it will give you a nice warm-up. Bay Sports do sell an electric pump. This is a new model. It has a built-in battery. So this one here, we inflated this kayak here in about 6 minutes from start to finish. It's also got a removable battery pack, so you can leave that in your bag, and you can take this home, put it in the garage, put it on the charge. It's got a little battery gauge there. Once charged, you can just slot it in, turn it on, set the pressure. We've set it at 8.5 here, and hit the start button. Really simple to use. We especially like the use of proper push buttons rather than touch It's having nice durable push buttons with a hardened rubber on the top. You can switch between battery power from your battery pack to AC power and cigarette 12-volt power. On this side, you've got the inflation port and the deflation port, especially useful when you deflate your kayak. Just opening the valves will make most of the air gush out. Using the deflation part will suck all the remaining air out, making each of the 3 chambers thin like a banana peel, so you can roll it up really easily into the smallest size. That just makes it extra easy in terms of putting back into the bag. Last but not least is our all-terrain wheeled bag. As you can see, it's got these 2 heavy-duty all-terrain wheels, so you can go over many surfaces, from grass, concrete, all the rest. It has these padded shoulder straps, so if you do wish to travel with it on your back, you can. You'll notice as well, on the sides there are clips. We know many people want to put these in caravans and camper vans, for example. So once you put the kayak and all the accessories in here, you can pull these nice and tight, just to make it as small as possible to fit in tiny little storage spaces. Inside the bag, you got the zips, that open all the way up. The beauty of this is it allows it really easy to open the bag all the way up, so you can fit in your kayak, you can slot your seats down the side, you can put your paddles along there and your pump. Internally, there's also another strap, so you can secure your air glide within the bag, like that. So having strong zippers, having a high quality nylon material which is weatherproof, having the thick padded grab handles so it feels nice to carry whether it's being wheeled or on its side. These are all small but extra details that Bay Sports invested in to ensure that you're protecting your investment, and everything here will be protected. The Air Glide range, super lightweight, super high quality. So these are the best in terms of inflatable kayaks on the market. All backed by Bay Sports 3-year warranty for your peace of mind.